Previously on Town Hall 10 Free to Play, we did some no hero, no siege machine minor farming. Today, let's take a look at some easy clan war armies that you can try. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe. Welcome back for episode 28 of the Town Hall 10 Free to Play series. This is a progression series where I play through all the daily struggles of Town Hall 10 and track down some of the most relatable content for your Town Hall 10 journey. Now, here's the thing about this Let's Play series is that I like to keep in mind that not every player is exactly the same. We have a very diverse audience, meaning that you might not see the same things that the next player sees. So we have a lot of competitive players that face off against Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 with anti-3-star designs. And then we also have a lot of players that just do regular clan war and they face off against square style bases with electro dragons in the CCs, and they have lower level heroes. And so today's episode is going to be the easy 3-star strategies for clan war, meaning that you're facing off against those square style bases and you're having to see those electro dragons. And it appears that I am 22 minutes out from a maintenance break. We need to hurry this up. For our first attack, we're going to take a look at this attack strategy that has 2 golems, 14 Valkyries, and 14 Wizards. This is old school attacking with the wall wrecker and bowlers. Now notice the base design. This is important to pay attention to because this is really an old school design with a centralized town hall and the clan castle and the archer queen, but this is probably quite common for a lot of you guys in your clan wars. Inside the CC, we do have an electro dragon. Now I say that this army is easy because the phases of execution are actually quite simple. We're going to start out on the top right side of the base to target the town hall and clan castle's location, and so we're going to start out with those 2 golems first to tank and block a few point defenses and allow our archer queen and barbarian king and wizards clear out all these exterior buildings. That way the Valkyries do go inside the base. This is very important to take note of. And notice the wall wrecker's placement and where it's targeting. It's going to target the town hall's location, and notice the time difference between placing the Valkyries and allowing these wizards to clear these exterior buildings. So we're going to go ahead and get moving into this base, and you're going to see the electro dragon drawn, and there will be a poison spell used in this location as well as a freeze spell to give this queen some time to clear out that electro dragon. Now, once you notice, if you didn't pay attention to what happened there, our attacker dropped 2 Valkyries first to make sure that they target inside the base. They targeted this wizard tower or some structure in this location, and then he drops the rest of his Valkyries knowing that they're not going to go around the outsides of the base. So they're going to go following this wall wrecker towards the town hall's location. The archer queen is clearing that electro dragon, and the Valkyries are going to clear out multiple defenses and then turn around and go towards the core of this base following the wall wrecker's path. There are bowlers inside that clan castle. There will be a heal spell placed in this location to boost up the life of these troops, both the Valkyries and the bowlers. Now the bowlers are going to get double bounces on multiple buildings around the base. The queen is stuck back at the beginning of the raid clearing out buildings, and there was a jump spell used to allow the Valkyries access to multiple buildings, taking down that single target inferno tower, as well as heal spells carrying them throughout the base. Now from this point on, the attack is kind of slow because there's no more spells. All the spells have been used in this attack, and you're really basically reliant on the Valkyries to clear out buildings, as well as the final wizards used as backside clearance. So you got wizards up here on the top side clearing out some buildings. You got some down here on the bottom side of the base or over on the far left side of your screen. And I guess we can go ahead and speed this up just a little bit because we are heavily reliant on the Valkyries to come back and clear out the rest of the buildings. The queen will go down since the golem wasn't targeted. The queen was targeted instead, and she does get taken out. But the Valkyries will be successful with the final wizards assisting with the clearance of buildings. So notice that this attacker did not use all of his wizards in the beginning of the attack. He saved some for the back side of the attack to clear exterior buildings and help the Valkyries out. There's your army right there. Let's get into our next attack. This next replay provides us a great example of why many of you out there believe that the lava hound inside the clan castle on defense is a crappy troop to have, and that's because this base design, it should not be on this base, to be honest with you. It is more of one of those bases that requires an electro dragon to come out of the clan castle, or possibly a baby dragon and Valkyries. And so this base design many of you should possibly recognize because it's very, very popular. We have 2 of the inferno towers set in island compartments on multi-target mode, and so we're going to see this very basic army used with the 2 golems, 23 hog riders, we have bowlers, and we have Valkyries inside the wall wrecker. And so we're going to start on the top side of the base, and the target here is to take out this enemy queen. That way she does not take out your hog rider. So this attack also goes in phases. We're going to start out with 2 golems placed on the top side to target these 2 wizard towers, which is going to draw the fire of both of these archer towers. 3 wizards placed on one side, 3 wizards placed on the other side, and they're going to clear out the buildings in this location before the heroes are ever placed. So take note of the timing difference and the placement of troops. Wall wrecker is dropped, king, queen, and bowlers following it, and that wall wrecker is going to target the town hall that is down on the bottom side of the base, so it's going to travel down towards the queen's location, but that queen is going to get distracted on the golem. Now notice we have the lava hound coming out of the clan castle, which is going to go sit on that golem for a bulk of the raid. Bowlers are going to take out the enemy king, or try to take out the enemy king, but he's actually going to be successful. And you're going to notice that the wall wrecker is down in the middle of the base, targeting the town hall still. King and queen on the right side of the screen, taking out multiple buildings and clearing the exterior buildings on that side of the base. And we have a multi-target inferno tower, so it's not roasting those heroes. Heal spell and rage spell placed on the Valkyries in the central location where the town hall's at. And notice the hogs coming in on the far left side of the screen to target all the defenses over here. We got archer tower, mortar, double cannon, and we have this multi-target inferno tower. So all the hogs are going to be placed, and the heal spells are going to be used to keep those hogs alive throughout the raid. So as the hogs move towards these point defenses, a freeze spell will be placed to shut down that multi-target for a little bit longer than what it would be. And realistically speaking, it will roast your hog, so you need to shut it down as quickly as possible or take it out. Now that queen is now targeting that lava hound, and so she's going to pop it, and that's why we have a poison spell in this composition to be dropped on the pup's location. Queen's ability is going to be used to try to get rid of these pups as quickly as possible while the hogs are clearing out the defenses. Heal spells are dropped in this location to bulk up the power, or actually bulk up the health of our hogs as they move through the final defenses, taking down the cannon. And we have a large group of hogs to go up and take down that final inferno tower, as well as the heal spell placed just in the event that there was a giant bomb placed in this location, but there was not. So that queen's going to take down the town hall. We're going to go ahead and speed this one up because we are on cleanup, and we have some troops over on the left side of the screen clearing out the structures in this location with a wizard, archer, and a minion, while the bulk of the hogs and the queen clear out the final buildings. But again, lava hounds are good. They just had no business on this base. And for our final replay, we're going to take a look at a 15 witch army with, looks like 8 earthquake spells. This is a very simple army. Now notice the base. I feel like we've seen this base once before. So the lesson learned here is that if you're using a base like this, it's possibly not a good idea to use this type of base in Clan War, because a lot of players know how to take it down very easily with different armies. So it looks like Elena has a minion dropped on the far left side of the screen and a minion placed on the far right side of the screen to eliminate the builders' huts. And so what Elena's going to do is take the 8 earthquake spells and open up this first compartment to grant access to the town hall location. So we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4 earthquake spells placed in this location and 4 placed in this location to open up the entire base for the witches. Now let's see if we can see what she's got going on here. Looks like we have 4 witches dropped down here on the bottom side of the base, and we got some healers placed down there. Looks like another 4 are going to be placed on the far left side of the screen, and some healers to start clearing exterior buildings. Now the point here is to clear out the outside buildings. That way the rest of the army goes towards the core, and you'll notice the time difference in between the placement of witches and the placement of the rest of the army. So we have, looks like a siege barracks, barbarian king, queen, and the remaining witches going directly into the center compartment where the earthquake spells were placed, and the exterior placed witches are clearing out multiple buildings and working their way around the outside of the base. Poison spell placed, but it's just a lava hound, so we don't necessarily have to worry about that too much with the witches and the archer queen, as well as the wizards that are coming from the siege barracks. And the king is basically tying up, or basically being a major distraction for that lava hound, giving the queen time to take down the lava hound and now the lava pups. Looks like we got some hog riders coming from the siege barracks going into the first inferno tower, which is set to multi-target, and the queen and witches and wizards are clearing out buildings throughout the core of this base, while the exterior place witches are clearing out the buildings on the flanks. So really, they're just kind of staying online. You're going to notice that everything is basically in a line, working their way throughout the base, and the witches provide so many targets that they are able to eliminate this single target inferno tower with ease. Just absolutely no problems taking that thing down whatsoever. Troops that can spawn other troops is very bad for a single target inferno tower, especially when it comes to the witches or the bats. So we got witches working around the right side of the screen, we got witches working around the top side, and it looks like the queen's going to clear buildings from the inside out, and she's taking out multiple buildings. So I mean, this attack just goes so fast, and this is really a very spammy army. A lot of competitive players don't like armies like this, but I know a lot of you guys out there are not competitive and you like to have a little bit of a give me every once in a while, and this is an outstanding army for you to try if you have this style of base. So make sure that you pay attention to the style of base, and there's your army right there. Now, if you've made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for staying with me. Those are really good armies for those of you that find those very square style bases, and they're actually quite easy to put into action. It's not like it takes a lot of thought process. I didn't want to include any queen walks or very surgical attacks in this video, but we are doing a special war over here in Paradox Enigma, and I will be definitely showcasing other players' outstanding attacks in the upcoming days, and we're going to get a little bit more technical stuff in the upcoming future. So hopefully you were able to get something out of today's video. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you leave a like on the video, and if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscription button and turn on notifications if you like watching us every single day. If you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.